Oh, I think I'm constipated. Oh, that feels better.
On the floors of Tokyo, down in London town to go. With the record selection and the mirror's reflection, I'm a dancing with myself. When there's no one else inside, in the crowded lonely night. Well, I wait so long for my love vibration, and I'm dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Well, there's nothing to lose and there's nothing to prove, but I'm dancing with myself.
Alright, now that I'm out of there, welcome to another Transformers review. Today I'll be reviewing the final Voyager that I'm reviewing out of the Transformers line, and the big Decepticon leader, one of the big enemies of the Transformers phenomenon, Megatron. Megatron was purchased by me for the price of $19.99 alongside Ironhide and Starscream. And he was surprisingly there. I just walked into Toys R Us, wasn't expecting anything. I just walked in and I found him right there. And I decided to go with the Voyager class version because the leader class version is too expensive, and I was only going to spend $40 on only one figure, and of course that had to be Leader Prime. He has an okay amount of availability. The only store I've seen him so far is Walmart, and that is it. However, when they restock him in Walmart, they restock him a lot. I saw a bunch of him. The last time I went to Walmart, they had a bunch of this guy. So if you are willing to get him, Walmart is your best bet right now. Alright, so here's Megatron in package. This is the Voyager class figure, so packaging is the same thing as the Voyager class packaging. However, we have the figure inside. One thing that is kind of peculiar is the fact that the figure looks extremely big in the box. That's just my thoughts. Alright, so here we have the back. As you can see, the picture in both robot mode and in vehicle mode looks a whole lot different, a hell of a lot different than the actual figure. Notice that he looks a bit more metallic, like so, right there. He has like chrome on some of his arms and legs and his little, comb, or just the front of his jet mode or whatever it is. And he looks much more metallic and much more chrome-like, like the premium version. Whereas the actual figure looks bluish, and it looks like he's just made of good old-fashioned plastic. So I really think that they should do more accurate pictures when it comes to the back of the packaging. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and read you the bio. Alright, put it right here. Megatron was made a monster. From the very day he first came online, his eye has been on a single goal: the domination of the universe. More than any of the other Transformers, he is a true robot, knowing no pain, pleasure, or passion except that which leads him towards his destiny. To him, other beings are simply tools to be used until they are broken. Those that serve him well and a long way find themselves rewarded, but the moment they fail, they will be discarded. Yeah, that sounded kind of like it rhymed. Lying frozen for centuries has left him only that much more determined he will be victorious, and those in his way little more than stepping stones on his path to conquest. So basically, he's the Hitlerian robot. Hitler, you know. So onto his specs. He has a strength of 10, intelligence of 10, speed 10, endurance 10, rank 10, courage 9, fire blast 10, and skill of 9. So he pretty much beats anything except good old Prime. We have the Ratchet figure right there. So that's pretty much it. Him in packaging. Looks pretty cool. So let's check him out. And check out if this figure is as good as the leader, or maybe even worse. Alright, so here's Megatron in his alt mode. He is a Cybertronian jet, as they put it. They couldn't do the gun how he did in his G1 mode because it would be very unrealistic, so they chose a Cybertronian jet. However, he did not appear in the movie until almost the very end. They showed flashbacks of him before, but they never actually brought him into action towards the end of the film, towards the final battle. And that was my only gripe about the movie. Basically, his color scheme overall is blue, translucent blue, with silver, black, and some touches of copper. The detail in this figure, however, is pretty good. You have all the ice detailing right here. It looks very kind of realistic, especially right here in the wings, right here in this chest plate right here. We have these like copper rotors right here and mechanical stuff. And it looks pretty accurate right here in this tail area, as did he have this tail area exactly like he did in the movie. It looked very accurate. And the model for this figure is better than the leader class, in my opinion. The jet mode looks a bit better, except for this part right here where this empty space right here. I really do not approve of that. But other than that, it looks pretty good. One thing that I want to point out is the fact that his jet mode is basically his royal mode, only in a different stance, only in a different pose. It's like, it looks like he's basically lying on his stomach. So basically, that's one major gripe about the figure. Is that it's just basically the robot mode, only his like kind of like lying down. One thing I also like to point out is the fact that he has wheels right here and right here. So if you want to roll him on the surface, it rolls around pretty nicely. However, it feels like one of the wheels is not really touching the ground very well, but other than that, it's pretty good. He has supposedly two modes. This is basically his normal jet mode, and supposedly, according to the instructions, he has an attack mode, which is basically this. Just extend the wings, so, and then pull this ice piece forward, push this ice piece forward, and there's basically his attack mode, which looks pretty good. However, it doesn't really look movie accurate. He didn't have this in the movie, so I don't know. I wouldn't display it like this. I like it better the other way, like this. Hello. Like this, he looks better. Not to mention, this right here makes it look like the Batmobile, in my opinion. Another thing is the fact that they didn't solve the head issue. You can still see the head right here. Same thing in the leader class. But other than that, it's fine. He does have a gimmick. He fires a missile right here. And what I don't like is the fact that you have to press this button right here to fire it. Like that. Just hit my tripod. But this kind of might get in the way, and it might not shoot because your finger's in the way. So they should have just like added a button over here in the back somewhere, and that would have been nice. But that's pretty much his jet mode. It's pretty good. However, they should have done way better. All Megatron figures are not being so good right now. So I guess enough of that. I'm gonna go on to his transformation to robot mode.